the upgrade of Akwa Ibom State College of Education, Afa-Ansat, to University of Education. And the promo we did was that we are going to analyze the open forum position paper and then more. That more is that Prof is a subject matter expert when it comes to this. On Wednesday, February 26, the public hearing was held for a bill for a law to provide for the establishment of Akwa Ibom State University of Education, Afa-Ansat, and to make provisions for its administration and for other purposes connected thereto. This is contained in the letter that was sent to Open Forum to be part. We thank the House of Assembly, the Speaker, for recognizing Open Forum as a think tank and a public policy ideas bank. We did make our presentation on that 26. We were not given opportunity to give oral, which is one bad thing that has been happening severally. We cannot do public hearing with just 2-3, sometimes less than 2 hours, and then just submit and go. There are things we have to say, because the position that we took, only one group, which is Afa-Ansat Village Council, had a similar position like us. What was our position? Our position was that we do not need just a University of Education. What we need should be a University of Education and Entrepreneurial Development, or University of Education and Enterprise, or University of Education and Innovation, because the world is moving to skill. All the graduates that have worked with and are still working with Open Forum, we have not had the time to go and verify their qualifications. You come with what you can do. We are hiring skills, not paper qualification. So let us start from there, Prof. What's your take? That Afa-Ansat, we never knew this. I never knew it. That 2023-2024, they had 23 NCE students. 2024-2020, that's 2024. It was the rector that said so. They had about 23. This time I think they have about 26. Our people are no longer want NCE. And thank God there's a Federal College of Education. So the middle manpower can still be trained there. But if Akwa Ibom State wants to do what Cross River did just in January, Cross River State did their own. And they call it University of Education and I think Entrepreneurship. So what is your take? That we had 23 students to 265 staff and nobody raised alarm. And they were going about their business collecting their salaries. Can we move forward with just another degree paper qualification center? Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. You know, when I heard about the plan to upgrade the College of Education to a degree awarding body, I wasn't that excited, because to have a University of Education good enough for the education sector, but the world has moved away a long time ago from a unitary sectors. You have a mix of everything: engineering, innovation, technology, medicine. And by the way, not too long ago, His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Akwa Ibom State, who I would for this purpose address as Dr. Umar Basi Eno, gave out tons of money to several individuals and groups for entrepreneurial purposes.
That's right.
And I sat back in my study and I said, Your Excellency, you've done well, but can we evaluate this 12 months down the line?
That's right.
What results shall we have? Because entrepreneurship is a calling. You can't become an entrepreneur because somebody asks you to become an entrepreneur.
Yes.
No.
Impossible.
You can run a small business, no doubt about that. And there are several small businesses, which I keep telling people, you own a small business, you are not an entrepreneur because you own a small business. Take the case of a barbing salon. It's a small business. if the barber is not there, the shop is closed. But an entrepreneur is completely different. To become an entrepreneur, you must first become a capitalist. And under the capitalist agenda, there are 4 compelling principles. Number 1, that of freedom. You must be free to venture, free to do as you wish. Number 2, you must be willing to take risks. You must be willing to take risks. Then you must be happy to own private properties, and that private properties must be properly protected. And in all of that, the 4th principle is that all of that must be done responsibly. As an entrepreneur, you must imbibe responsibility in all ways. And so when you call a barber or a peanut vendor and say, oh, you are an entrepreneur, take 50,000 and go do your business. Beautiful. But
you've not started.
We haven't. That won't take us anywhere. Take us back to the College of Education. Recall that many years ago, Obawata thought of the idea of creating a technically minded university.
Wait. Let me just add to that. One of our advocates is that we did that during our last town hall meeting where Professor Panico was a guest speaker, and we made that pronouncement that the Akwa Ibom State University of Science and Technology that was envisioned by Obawata should be restored. And then the current Akwa Ibom State University should remain, but the location should change. Move the headquarters to here, site a campus, move the headquarters of Akwa Ibom State University to Obiokwa, move a campus to any of the government area in Oro, while the Science and Tech University, I've seen the master plan. There's nothing like it. Should remain. Your take on that, and then because there is an advocate I want to do, so you can just open the phone line even for 5 minutes.
The
time flies when we are doing a good
That's
thing.
right. But I can tell I was going to tie that to the beautiful job done by the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly for the speed which they use in passing that bill.
It was passed, I think, on Thursday.
I commend them. They did a brilliant job within the limits of what was presented to them. Just give us a university of education. Now His Excellency Dr. Manu has an additional responsibility. He should move the bar a little higher.
That's right.
And include science and technology. That way, we could bring back Akwa Ibom State University of Science and Technology through the back door. It might be easier and faster to accomplish that. And within those technical elements, redesign.
There's a challenge there, sir. I'm sorry to cut in because it's a conversation I have buried myself into. The idea Obawata brought, the vision, that location, anything that moves that very University of Science and Technology from that very location is to be called University Town. It does not have a name. Not the Korapadi, not the Ibn or not the Okurite. University Town. There's no other location that can house that for what they needed to achieve. What we are to incorporate here will be the Dakada Skill Acquisition Center, which we propose. We've sent this thing to His Excellency. We've sent a copy to the Commissioner for Education, who happens to be somebody, very brilliant person. I've known him before now. Let's hope he's going to do his best to change how things work. Now, if cannot be science and tech, but let the skill acquisition be incorporated. What's your thought? Because no matter what it takes, we'll do a podcast with you. You have so much to say. The phone line has to be open for 1 minute. Your takes.
The Dakada Center is well positioned for its purpose, and it's accomplishing it. The only challenge that they have is funding. If you ask somebody from my village to attend Dakada Skills Acquisition Center, rather than stay with a local carpenter to learn carpentry and pay so much money, it's not going to do it. But if the government decides to fund it 100%, Dakada Acquisition Center can transform Akwa Ibom from what it is today to either Japan or South Korea in terms of technological development. Go back to the College of Education. The difference is this. Have you been to that campus before?
Yes.
The campus spreads all over to the river, to the riverbank. And even the shipping and water technology can be accommodated on that
campus. That's the aspect that I was looking at the original site.
Beyond that, there's an Akwa Ibom son that established a shipbuilding company somewhere around Oduwana.
Nofin, something like that. Nofin.
Yes, Nofin. Yes, Nofin would have had very close relationship with it. The window of opportunity presented by that organization many years ago
can be tapped.
Can still be tapped into today.
Let's tap from the public. If it's just one call, is enough. But the important thing is that you have whatever idea that you need. The phone line to call, maybe just a caller, is 0803 085 7755. Or you call 0809 066 6909. If you have anything to share, even for a minute, I wouldn't let Prof go. We have a caller already. Yes. Hello, good morning. Lucky caller.
Yes, good morning. Good morning to you, Dr.
Yeah, good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
In the studio.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, my name is Nick. I'm calling from Abak.
Well, go ahead. Very brief, 30 seconds.
Okay, I wanted to ask a question and also contribute. Will it make totally wrong if the College of Education is meant to be a campus under the president of the Kano State University? When you make a faculty of education and then all other, enforcement and, be added to, remove down here. Because the idea of putting up a brand new university doesn't make a lot of sense to some of us.
What's the next idea? Your time. What's the next idea?
It's gone.
Like I said, I would have loved to see a situation that the faculty of education is moved to take the University of Accra.
It's okay. Thank you very much. Let's take it. Thank you. Let Prof say something because we are actually out of time. Prof, what's your thing?
It's a wonderful idea from the young man, but let him remember: the more, the merrier. We have close to 12,000 Akwa Ibom sons and daughters that apply to go to the University of Uyo every year, and the university can't absorb more than 10% of that. If such students have places to go to Akwa Ibom State University, University of Science and Technology, or University of Education, Science and Technology, which I'm advocating,
yes, sir.
Perhaps it will help our skills, including the strengthening of the Dakada Skills Acquisition Center.
There is a roadmap, educational roadmap in Akwa Ibom under the government administration. It was put together by Professor Hilary Young in 30 seconds. That roadmap has not been implemented. What would be your recommendation?
I would very much plead, not recommending, I would plead
Thank you, sir.
With Doctor. He is an academic now. Because after governorship, he could decide to come to the classroom. He's a young man.
That's right.
I would plead with His Excellency. Dust that report, bring it back to life, and let Akwa Ibom implement it for the best future for our children.